Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now Fields going to throw on the first play. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Cook again. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And I guess we're back to square. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Hey, we're good.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. The Vikings at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Good route there.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Cook following the penalty. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown. Dalvin Cook has scored a rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings use the return to get on the board first here in this one. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Pettis now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Dropping this underneath with Herbert. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on third down, Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to 16-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Zach Davidson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 14-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kyler Gordon in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
They just do get the playoff. Now Cousins. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they will finally get him, but not in Sillies all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
So first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
His fourth rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Bears are back within a score.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll look to throw here.
This one into the hands of Thielen.
And he's got room. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings.
Still in the first quarter, and look at him now on pace for 80 points in this game. I don't know if they'll get there, Steve, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens. Although, like you, I have my doubts, but they're firmly in control of this game.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On 2nd and 7, Fields.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now Fields. And again back to Kmet.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Fields on 1st down.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back in the 32. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert.
They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
Now you talk about the available on that when space was available and gained decent yardage.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Fields now to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
The good defenses, it's understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Up to midfield. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Vikings. He goes 105 yards on the kick return. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trying on the field. They want that ball in.
He's got him in. Complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they... And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
3rd and long. It's Fields. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Bears. James O'Shaughnessy, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. Santos with the extra point. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17.
Bears 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Nuwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Play fake. Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. 3rd and long for Cousins. This is intercepted. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. 5. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Pettis now from his end zone.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
10-yard loss on the play. It's 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Vikings are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. because otherwise you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Cousins. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. They'll throw again. Cousins. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Lucene. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Final play of the half, Cousins. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, He wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On second down, Montgomery. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. We'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw, Fields. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Touchdown! Cole Kmet from 21 yards away. And the Bears take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Cousins. Toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Very nice catch there by Justin Jefferson, one of the best receivers in the game after just 2 seasons in the league. As a rookie, 2nd-team All-Pro, and in his 2nd year, was 2nd in the league in yardage. This guy continues to grow and get better with every game.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he powers his way up past the 30.
He's brought down at the 51. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Good route there. First.
From the 31, Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Cousins. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down, and then some.
Cousins now from the 50. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Throwing, Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 28. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Running off tackle with Cook. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. From the 24, Cousins. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Roquan Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Pass complete. Now race for the marker. Down inside the 10. The fake field goal catches everyone but his surprise. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Big tight end. He can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Hopkins with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic, and looking to get over to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Off play action, Fields. And my goodness, another interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there, still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
From the 31, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Up the middle, it's Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 24, Cousins. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The former third-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, 67 yards. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They passed it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Nwangu now from his end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And they'll get this well past midfield and stop just before the 35.
Hey, we're good.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. Justin Jones there on the stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
First.
Throwing is Cousins. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
To throw is Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And a throw there going to be incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one.
And my goodness, another interception.
Andrew Booth picks it off.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, it will make a nice play on the ball. And that's all you do.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch. Negative 25-yard line. Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
2nd and 11 now. Out of the gun, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Fields to Mooney for the Chicago first.
And the Bears 1st down.
Here's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Darius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Here we go on 4th down, Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing here, Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate.
That's the game 3. It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now Cousins on 4th down. And it's caught. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, and I got a chance to put some more points on the board. I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule. Though if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
On 1st down, Fields. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. And one last throw here for Fields. Under pressure, they got him again. But as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their